What's going on, guys? Daniel here. Want to make a video today about balance, okay, and balance training. As you can see behind me, I got my balance beam. Okay, so this is going to be our main tool for developing our balance. So what you do is you basically get on the beam and you don't fall off, okay? There are some specific moves you can do on the beam that you can develop different skills and stuff, different moves. But for the most part, you just get on the beam and you don't fall off, okay? The reason that this is a good thing to do, okay, is that it's going to reinforce good patterns, good habits, and useful muscles, okay? These patterns and these muscles, by strengthening these, you're going to improve your gait, okay? And by doing that, you're going to improve performance in most basically any athletic endeavor, and you're also going to vastly decrease the risk of injury. Okay, so this is a very useful thing. If you guys have seen in my past videos, I've been talking about how when you walk, it's a series of single leg stands, okay, and it's the same thing for running. When you run, it's a series of single leg hops. Okay, so almost everything we do athletically, even punching, kicking, okay, running, you need balance. You need to be on one foot, whether it's for a fraction of a second or for longer. You know, in the case of maybe fighting or something like that, you might be on one leg a bit longer. So balance is important, okay? Even if you're not an athlete, I'm sure you walk, okay? That requires good balance. If your balance fundamentals aren't strong, you may run into injury, okay? You may run into pain. So let me show you how we do it here. So this is my balance beam. All it is, it's a piece of bamboo, and then I've kind of Lincoln logged out little notches on these supports, and then as well on the actual beam. So slide it back in there, move it up. Okay, so one of the basic moves, okay, basic technique is just 1 foot for about a minute. 1 foot, 1 minute, okay? And there's no right way to put your foot, wrong way to put your foot, or your body or your hands. Just don't fall. The main goal is just don't fall, okay? So usually I got my watch, set a little stopwatch, and then go for a minute, and then change, and then onto the next minute, okay? So that's a super basic one. You can do reps to that. You can do maybe like 3 minutes each side, 1 minute at a time. Okay, another one is just a walk. Okay, so just walking. My balance is rusty today. Okay, when you reach the end of the beam, you can turn around and walk. Turn around over the other shoulder. Oh, that fell off. That's okay. Get back on. Down again. Walk. See? When you do this the first time, you're probably going to notice you're getting some cramps, mostly in your hip. Basically what's happening when you're balancing is your brain is constantly sending signals to your hip about what to do not to fall, okay? You're going to be using a lot of muscles that you don't use very often, but these muscles are important. These muscles you should use often. Okay, and that's why this is such a good tool, and this is why I'm recommending this to you guys. It's a foundational exercise. Okay, if you can't do this well, you should not be running. You should not be in the gym squatting, in my opinion. Okay, because you're probably going to run into injuries, and you're probably going to reach a limit in terms of your potential because you don't have your foundation. Okay, you haven't worked on your feet, you haven't worked on your hips. Okay, This is going to do that. This is going to increase the performance, the functionality. It's going to increase the functionality of your feet and your hips. Okay. And because of the Western world that we live in, where we're constantly sitting with flex tips, and we're wearing these shoes that slam our feet, you know, crunch our feet together, our balance sucks. Our balance really sucks nowadays. And most people just think like, oh, my balance is bad. I'm bad at balancing. Well, you can work on it. You can train it. If you do it every day, you will get better at it. Your body will change. So this can be very therapeutic as well. This can help with things like back pain, things like knee pain, okay, neck pain even, because you're strengthening that line, okay, from, you know, you're stacking your joints, okay, it's strengthening your body from head to toe, that this balancing line. Okay. So I would recommend to do this every day. You can make a balance beam like this really easy. You guys can go check out the Foot Collective. Okay, they have like whole courses on this stuff. It's really cool. They have a lot of free info as well. They sell beams, but in my opinion, it's a lot more cost effective and makes a lot more sense to make your own. It's quite easy. I mean, you could use PVC, but you'd have to get quite a thick piece of PVC pipe. I'm in Thailand, so bamboo is like everywhere and it's super cheap, so I just use bamboo. But yeah, you can use wood, you can use whatever you can find. Just anything that is going to decrease the amount of surface area you have to balance on, that will do it. Okay? So, make a balance beam if you don't have one already, or if you can't find something around your house. And my favorite is just 1 foot at a time, a minute each. You can also do, I think it's called like a ninja stand, like this. This one for me is really hard. And then you can squat into that, like a ninja squat, and come back up. Okay, you can do a sideways, maybe it's a ninja walk, like that. Oop. Can't get my balance here. I'm not so good at that one. Yeah, all kinds of stuff you can do on this. It's fun. Last point I want to make is that this can also be a tool for focus. Okay. In our current world, it's pretty easy to lose good focus habits. Okay. Cell phones, TVs, I mean, basically everything, you know, we're using a lot is decreasing our attention span. And this tool, just getting on here and thinking, okay, just don't fall, it allows you to center yourself a bit. If you're having, you know, if you're feeling a bit scatterbrained, if you get on this thing, there's not much you can think about if you're trying to balance. You have to, so to a certain extent, you have to kind of focus your mind. So this is a great tool for that. Okay. For me, this tool, this exercise, is quite grounding. Kind of brings me back. So that's the last point I want to make. Okay, it's a great tool. Good for athletes. Good for anybody. And also can train your focus. Good for your body, good for your mind. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you find it helpful, hope you try this out, and otherwise I'll see you in the next video.